Welcome back, my friends, to another rousing rendition of Choir Boys Outdoors, a heading home from Atlanta rendition. I just pulled over at Buc-ee's. This is my Spartan Harsey folder. So I got diesel, I got ready to go. I want to do a video while I'm driving, kind of to keep me awake, kind of to say some things that are fresh on my mind. Let me show you some knives I got with me right up front. This one I picked up. The designer is Walter Matthews. He is a Chilean designer for Condor, Special Forces, Sears School, all of that. The guy is amazing. I freaking love this blade. D-Bad introduced me to him. I've got a short I've got to put up for him, but just an amazing, amazing knife. Got it from Condor. Made some pretty good connections there this weekend. So I got this one. I got the Spartan Harsey folder. I've got my Colossus. I'm going to show you a couple that Joe picked up, and then we're going to start driving. But I want to start driving, showing knives. People get all beside themselves. Joe picked up this one. I don't know the name, another Condor, but damn, I love this thing. And this is actually $10.95. That's what the guy at the show said. Please, do it not, Skip. Well, then he lied. I don't know what to tell you. But this is one Joseph picked up. I absolutely adore it. I was going to get this one, but it was the last one, and Joe was like, dude, so, yeah. And then Joe got this one on my recommendation, the Condor Moonshiner. Guys, there's a lot of connections that was made this weekend. One big one, and I'm going to talk about everybody as we go, but Joe Flowers, we got to meet Joe. Designer for Condor, designer for Work Tough Gear, awesome dude. All three of us hit it off super good. He's coming on Blade Talk with Scab and Joe. And let me just say this, Blade Talk with Scab and Joe is about to get stupid busy. We got some great guests coming. We're going to have Miss Pam, Staccato Pam from Instagram. I can't even start. K-Bar's coming. We talked to Buck. We talked to Hinderer. We talked to I think Joe talked to everybody there. We got some firm commitments, but we're not going to announce them until we get dates. I'm going to show you this Hornbeak again. This is the Kermit Rex. This part is sharpened. This part is sharpened. This is, I've showed you, you're going to see a ton with this knife. I love Jed's design. Here's a leather sheath. Jed does his own sheaths. If you've seen any pictures with us with Jed, with Donnie, Joe, or myself with Jed, or the picture of Lynn Thompson and Jed, Jed has on a Desperado sheath that goes all around his waist. He sewed that on the way to Blade Show. The guy's crazy talented. Listen, those are the knives I got with me. I got my Medford and my Colossus, but it's time to hit the road. I got to get home. What I'm going to do is I should be pulling up to the shop about 11:30. And what I'm going to do from there is unload this truck, drop the truck, drop the car, drop everything at work, take my car and go home. I'm whipped, but I am fired up. We're going to talk all about it. Before we get into it, guys, there was a time in this country where 22 vets a day took their own lives. Now, stats are everywhere. We know that. Coming off a weekend, it just always sits more on me that stats are higher. That's why on this channel we focus on the number 0. Anything over 0 is simply unacceptable. Vets, we love you, man. You got a place here. We're back to blue over here. We support Leo all to the chagrin of many, and that's okay. I used to get all worked up, but you know what? We live in the good old USA, and we can agree to disagree. How do you do that, Scab? Well, we don't break the damn law. That's how we do it. And when we do, because we accept responsibility for it. And finally, if you are an addict, never quit quitting. So here's the deal. This really ain't gonna be long. I've got a lot of footage. Let me say this up front to the choir, to my Patreon and YouTube members. That video will probably come out tomorrow. I got kind of a special behind the scenes clip for you guys. I think you're going to enjoy it. So that'll be tomorrow. I don't want to fight with posting stuff and driving, man. I just don't. That's why I'm shutting down like the Instagram. And man, I got so many pictures. Now listen, if I double post pictures, it is what it is, okay? I mean, I've got a ton of pictures. Okay, there's my microphone shit, I was about to say, good Lord. Listen, this is a thank you, man. Donnie B all day and Joe from JS Bladecraft, two of my brothers. Here's what's crazy. Now, the one thing that's crazy is this eye is floating bad. You know when I'm tired, when this eye's over here, I try not to let it be distracting. People say, oh, don't worry about it, Scab. It's hard when I'm looking at the camera or when I go back and, like I watched that video with Swags. I love her, love the video, but my eye was over here somewhere. So here's the thing, man. For those of you guys who don't know, this was only the second time in my life I met Donnie or Joe. Here's what's crazy. Here's what's crazy. We all met up on Friday. Y'all know the story. I'd got a room, or I made the arrangements for the room. Donnie did the driving. Joe did the filming. We all kind of split stuff up, right? Everybody equal. Everything was equal. Joe picked up breakfast. Brother, thank you. Donnie, thank you for driving. And Donnie, before I go one step further, brother, I know you're with your brother tonight. Dude, show him this part, man. Thank you. Not just for the food. We went to Donnie's brother's restaurant, and Donnie put in the comments the actual name. I have butchered it. I'm not going to try to pronounce it because my southern accent, speaking Italian, is worse than my English. But Donnie, if you'll put the name. But Donnie's brother, here's what happened. On my way in, now y'all know the story. I was driving to Nashville in this big ass F450 dually, and it's huge. I didn't realize, now I'm going to get over in this lane because I don't know who the asshole in charge of roads in Georgia is, but if I ever see him, I'm going to punch him just as hard as Anyway, I got some, this is about the 5th time I've tried to do this video, and the roads are so bad, it made me so mad, I can't have that kind of cussing in a video if I want to modify. Anyway, there's no way that I could have parked this truck at the hotel. There's no way. It was a parking garage. And Donnie and I watched the guy literally wreck his car in the parking garage. Donnie texted me. He said, hey, brother, go to this address. It's my brother's house. It's safe parking. So his brother allowed me to park this F450 dually at his house. And then when we had dinner on Friday night, his brother's restaurant, which please put that in the comments what the name of it is, not only hooked us up, he's an amazing chef. He baked us 3 pies that were just, I'm not a huge pizza guy. That's the best pizza I've literally ever ate in my life. That, no cap, no bullshit. Phenomenal pizza. So my friend, dude, thank you for your hospitality. Thank you for everything. To Joe and Donnie, man, I love y'all. Here's the thing. This thing could have went sideways in a hurry. Egos could have gotten away. A lot of stuff could have happened. You know why we had a great time? I mean, seriously, you know why? You know how three grown-ass men can share a room, ride together, spend every waking minute and not argue? Because at the end of the day, all 3 of us realize, hey, one, this is YouTube. We're not A-list, we're not even like F-League celebrities, all right? We're 3 dudes on YouTube who are doing what we love and trying to make our channels grow. 2, it's knives. I mean, how serious, if you take yourself way too serious with this now, I do take the channel serious. I'm trying to build it. Donnie's trying to build it. Joe's trying to build it. But I don't take myself serious. I ain't better than nobody. I bust my ass. And all 3 of us just say, you know what? We didn't have a cross word. We didn't have a disagreement. Would that happen if we stayed together long? You're going to argue. You're going to disagree. But not no screaming shit or no dumb shit. That's stupid. We went 3 guys, brothers, on a trip. Man, we hung out. We had a great time. We inspired each other. I'm telling you, I'm inspired up right now because of being with Donnie and Joe and looking towards the future with this channel as I am anybody. And we met some awesome people. Awesome people. And the truth is this. You know what was, here's what's humbling. I'm going to tell you two things real quick that's humbling for me. When you go to Blade Show and people want to shake your hand and they want to talk to you, and then come up to you and stop you and just say, hey man, well, I had a kid come up, me and Sawtooth Dave were walking around. Shout out to Sawtooth Dave, one of the best dudes in this community. shout out to Satu. Me and Satu were walking around. He goes, hey, brother, you got a guy behind you. And this dude had talked to me Friday night, and I'm trying, I can see him. And brother, please put in the comments, Scab, it was me, because I want to shout your channel out because you're a good guy. He goes, hey, man, come up, and showed me his kukri, pointed me out where some great kukris were. And it was just, that's humbling that people want to talk to you. People want to say, hey man, this is what I got. And we met Kim Faulkner, and I am not about to start naming people, because if I do, I'm going to leave somebody out. And what I'm going to try to do is sit down tonight when I get home, write out everybody I met, and do one big shout out video. But I wanted to say that was one thing. The other thing was this. I talked to Ernie Emerson, and Ernie was on Blade Talk with Scab and Joe, and I just walked over and shook his hand. And Ernie pulled me to the side, and he told Joe the same thing. He goes, I want to tell you something. And he said, I want you to understand something. He goes, with what you're doing, giving us a mouth, a voice, and helping us out and shouting us out and letting us come on your platform. And this is the part that got me. He said, you are allowing people to get to know us. So for anybody who ever thought, well, I'm going to get to that. Ernie said, you're letting people get to know us. So they may not like my knives. This is what the dude said. They may not like my knives, and that's fine. But they'll get to know me as a person. And maybe that'll get them to the store if they buy something great, but at least they won't have some kind of vision in their mind of something I'm not. And I just thought, this dude is an icon in the knife game. And he's the nicest guy on the world, and he was thanking me, so I thanked him, and he don't like to hear that. But those are humbling, and that's just two. I went over to Spartan Blades, and I'm talking, and Curtis Levito, he was on Blade Talk, right? Curtis is over there eating a sandwich. I'm not eating a man. I'm definitely not doing that. But I'm not bugging a man when he's eating a sandwich. I work. I know what it is to have lunch and somebody interrupt you. So I'm over there just talking to one of his guys, and I said, man, can I see that kukri? I'd love to see it. He goes, yeah, Bill Harsey designed this. I said, yeah, I want to check it out. So I'm holding it. Curtis looks up and he sees me and he said, man, lunch. I said, man, enjoy it. I'll talk to you later. Curtis said, no, you're fine, Scap. And he looked at his guy. He said, hey, how many of them do we have? And I don't know what the guy told him. He said, hey, give Scab one. And the guy said, kind of looked at him, Curtis, and he said, what do you want me? Curtis said, I want you to give him one. He chopped stuff. He's going to chop with it. That's humbling. You understand? Because let me tell you something. Now, a guy's putting faith in me to rep his product. He knows I'm going to beat the shit out of it. That, to me, that doesn't puff me up. That doesn't make me feel good. That gets my head turning immediately. This is what we're going to do to showcase this blade. One of my top 3 designers and favorite people in the knife game, Bill Harsey, designed it. Now the wheels are turning. And Bill Harsey messaged me and said, hey, Scab, I know you got the kukri. He knows because I told him. How does that handle? I said, Bill, it's great. He goes, listen to me. I got double X hands where it is. I'm hoping it fits you. I said, Bill, I got single X hands. I'm good. But the concern that they have, that's humbling. Don't ever think, none of you ever think that you can't reach out to me. It may take me a day or two to hit you back. I'm sorry, but I'll hit you back. Don't ever think that I think I'm too good. I'm a hard-working guy, and I hate even saying that. I ain't always been that way. There was a time I was a raggedy-ass piece of shit, and I'm doing everything I can every day to get better and to be better and to act better and be all that. I've headed down a path I don't even know how the hell I got there. But I wanted to say to Donnie, thank you. You inspire me, dude. You do. Because there could be tension between me and Donnie. There could be. Our channels run neck and neck. We both don't lack for ego. But there's that brotherhood there where I cheer for Donnie. Man, he just hit 50K. Are you kidding me? What an accomplishment. and he cheers for me. So Donnie, thank you. Thank you for putting that pressure to do better, but also for the encouragement, always encouraging. Always an encouraging word, always a shout out. Thank you, man. Joe, thank you for being an amazing partner on Blade Talk and putting your time and your effort and your heart into Blade Talk. And let me tell you something. I'm proud of you, dude. Thank you for inspiring me, because, you know, we could have sat back and been scared to ask somebody to come on, but you weren't. So thank you. And thank you for your friendship. And thank you for telling me what I need to hear, not what I want to hear. So to Donnie and Joe, man, I miss y'all already, but I'm ready to see Mom. I'm ready to see Megatron, man. I'm homesick. I'm telling y'all, Megatron and I, we're not built to be apart, and that's the third part of this shout out. Baby, I love you. It's Meg's sacrifice. She works her ass off. She takes care of the house. She cooks. She works a 45, 50-hour week with cancer patients. That's not real. That can't be good for you. But she does those things so I can come up here and play rock star and learn. And she encourages me to be better and to get better and to learn. Thank you. So I know this is kind of sappy. I don't give a shit, because I'm fired up. I'm inspired. Now, there will be a video with everybody I met. I'll tell you one guy I got a shout out. And this isn't to exclude. We shouted some people out. I think it's, I met Javon today. Awesome dude, man. Grateful Panic. Grateful Panic was with Shane Gables. And I hope I'm saying this right. I think it's John from Grateful Panic. What a genuine dude, man. The guy was awesome. Him and Shane are awesome. But bro, it was great meeting you and putting faces with names and names with faces. And I finally met Colin, Lefty's partner, and Lefty's Lefty. I love Lefty. He Lefty's a good dude, man. We went to see Lefty. I don't know that Lefty recognized his Friday night. That was crazy, man, because you'd go up and meet somebody, and, you know, the camera adds 200-300 pounds. I'm really about 150 pounds. So I don't, but Kev, man, we went straight, first booth we went to was Kev, and he like, yeah. But he just looked like he'd been rode hard and whipped. So Kev, man, I'm proud of you for being there. I'm proud of you for what you're accomplishing. Colin's good meeting you, man. Hey, listen, let me shut up. I want to get this one posted tonight. Donnie, Joe, we're off to bigger adventures. I love y'all. Megan, I'm coming home. I'm Scab. You're not. Hey, son, I'm coming home.